Hi, I'm Jahan Colworth, Director of Federal Relations. I'm here with Rachel Smith, CHEA's first fellow. The CHEA Fellows Program provides senior-level graduate students with experiences in higher education and accreditation by working with the CHEA staff for 2 months with a focus on recognition and policy. The Fellows Program is available only to graduate students at CHEA member institutions. Rachel, congratulations on being CHEA's first fellow.
Thank you.
So with recognition and accreditation, a lot of people aren't familiar with that. So why accreditation and why CHEA?
I started working in accreditation about 3 years ago. I was working in the equivalent of an Office of Institutional Effectiveness. I barely knew anything about accreditation, but the organization was doing their 10-year reaffirmation self-study for their regional accreditor. And I really quickly learned that I loved accreditation. I loved the rules. I liked that the rules made sense, but I also liked that I learned so much about my institution that I hadn't in other departments. And then I also learned so much about higher ed in general. And I decided to pursue it further and go to school and study specifically accreditation. And then when I was thinking about what I should do with my summer, we're encouraged to do an internship or fellowship. I thought about reaching out to CHEA to see what opportunities were available.
Oh, very good. So you've only been with CHEA for a few weeks. What are the things or some activities that you've been engaged in, and what are some of the things that you've learned?
My time has mostly been divided between recognition services and government relations. For example, with recognition services, I was a part of the Committee on Recognition meetings that happened in July, and then the subsequent processes and paperwork that's done afterwards. And then for government relations, I've been pulled into some meetings. For example, there's something called the morning group where the associations of higher ed get together and meet, and so it was really interesting to be a part of that.
Oh, very good. Why do you think other graduate students should apply to be a CHEA Fellow? And what are some of the valuable things that you've learned with your fellowship?
With the CHEA Fellowship, I found that it completes a different piece of the puzzle for my understanding of higher education and accreditation in particular. I have one chunk of a puzzle in higher education work in the Institutional Effectiveness Office, and then another chunk comes from my work at the doctoral program. And now CHEA completes another piece, and then next summer if I work with another group, that'll be another piece, and then a profession will be another piece. So I think it gives a really holistic perspective altogether. And CHEA also, outside of the institutional realm, gives a perspective you can't get working at a school. And so I think that anyone who wants to apply to the program should, even if they don't have accreditation experience, because they'll learn more than they would, even in their doctoral program. I feel like this program with the fellowship really completes a lot of things I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, look, thank you so much for sharing some of your experiences that you've been having at CHEA. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
For more information on how to be a CHEA Fellow, visit CHEA.org.